beautiful. My name's Sam. I'm an energy healer and teacher. How are you feeling today? Maybe you're a bit like a lot of us, burnt out, fried, exhausted, sick of the chase. Sick of the chase that goes nowhere, guys. You're not alone. So many of us are actually burnt out, either emotionally, mentally, or physically, from trying to keep up. From trying to keep up with lifestyles that are out of sync. This is why we're burnt out. Many of you now are also getting the call, and it may be coming internally from your soul, just an urge to come back to simple things in life, to get back in touch with nature, and to come back to basics. Or this may be being done through external forces like the cost of living crisis. However this is happening for you, please listen to this. You know, at the same time that we as humans are feeling the pinch and being burnt out and exhausted by the lifestyles that we are leading or have led, and the expectations and obligation attachment to outcomes that we have, Mother Nature is also getting burnt out with that as well. There is a beautiful relationship between humans and Mother Nature if we just sit quietly and reconnect. But through the years, through the hustle, through the drive, through the chase, through the ego, through scarcity, through fear, we've disconnected from Mother Nature. We've disconnected from our natural rhythm. She actually helps us govern our body, right? The seasons are there for a reason. We should be eating food when it is in season, because that's when it's of peak nutritional value. But us being us, because we're so enlightened, smart beings, we want to eat particular things whenever we want to eat them. So let's go and do that artificially. Just because we can doesn't mean to say that we should. What's the impact? Are we still getting the same nutritional value? And how are we impacting Mother Earth by overriding her intelligence? Who are we to override her intelligence? Who does that benefit? I would say no one, given the situation that humanity currently is in. The fact that, we're stressed, we're tired, we're burnt out, we've lost our joy and purpose, and we're disconnected. We are actually disconnected from ourselves. We're disconnected from our bodies. We don't have control over our minds, and we don't have control over most things. But you know what? We never actually did. This is the point. This is one of the soul lessons that so many of us are here to learn about this control thing. We aren't in control of anything, guys. It's about learning who to partner with and to form those relationships and trust in those relationships. Mother Earth being a key one, and coming back to her and following her wisdom rather than us overriding based on our need or needs for 50 different flavors of highly caffeinated beverages, which actually do damage to our cells and our bodies, and that cause illness that needs to be corrected, if you're getting my drift. And why did we need caffeine? We needed caffeine to help us work harder. For what benefit? So we can just get burnt out quicker? Like, are you seeing the cycle? At what point are we going to stop and come back to our heart centers and go, enough now, and come back to Mother Earth and simplicity and start following her direction, which is God's direction, by the way. This is the language and the vibration of the planet that we are just merely guests in, by the way. It's not for the guests to dictate the terms. Hence why everything is spiraling out of control at the moment, because there's a very big, it's out of alignment. We are out of alignment with our planet. not only are we out of alignment with ourselves, we're out of alignment with our planet, our home. And so that impacts how we feel. And it's really sad. And then also we are disconnected from source energy, from the creator. A lot of us are disconnected from that as well. So we've really only got one cylinder that we're working with. And no wonder we're fried. No wonder we're burnt out. And this message will only be going to the people that are somewhat aware. People that have no idea or not remotely questioning will never see this particular transmission. Or they may see it in years to come. And how sad's that? You know, what's their mental state going to be like? Just trying to maintain and keep up with an economy, with a world, a system that's not actually designed to help us, that's actually designed to fry us and burn us out with very little joy. It's a plastic existence. So if this is you, my invitation to you is to come back to yourself. Come back to your heart center and start working your heart center. Start connecting in with your heart center. Some people call this 0 point. I call this love. You call it whatever you need to do, but whatever feels right for you. But come back to your heart center and just breathe in and out until you get out of your head and come back into your heart and give yourself permission to actually be in your heart center. We will never evolve. We will never get out of this by being in our heads. It is a being in our heads that got us into this position. That was the Industrial Revolution of how can we do things so much smarter? How can we make more stuff? How can we do it quicker? How can we do it better? That was when this rubbish started. And it is that rubbish that has caused so much damage to humanity and to the planet and to animals. And for what? I would seriously question whether as a race we are actually happier. And it's time to come back to the simplicity and simple things in life. Because last time I checked, you know, being highly industrial does not make you happy. Taking a moment out and connecting with yourself and the things that actually bring you joy and really appreciating them, that's what will give you joy. And when you sit in joy, you're not stressed. When you're not stressed, you're healthy. Stress is the #1 contributor to major illnesses. Stress and the toxins, the chemicals, hormones that releases in our physical body over time, you know, that changes who you are. That changes how you think. That changes how you respond to situations. That rewires your neural pathways. You know, that starts to release that when we talk about overloaded with cortisol, adrenaline, the flight or fight mechanism. No one wants to live like that. And yet so many of us do, and sadly so many of us also live like that, and we don't even know that that has happened, that shift has happened for us. We don't even know when that became our new normal. And we certainly don't know how to go back. But I can tell you, you can actually go back. You don't have to live like that at all. And if you're interested in finding out how to actually live without anxiety and without having your flight or fight mechanism rule you, let me know in the comments, because I have a program that can help you do that, and it is beautiful and amazing, and you can actually do this. You can heal your life. It's very simple, guys, because simple works. But my #1 advice to you is about coming back to your heart center. Just coming back to you and being honest with what's working in your life and what's not working in your life, and taking action to close the gap to get happy. Because being happy is the most important thing in life. Sending you my love today.